Right then, it's a quick walk around video for a lovely Honda Civic. This is a 1.6 SR Tourer, 2014 car with just 63,000 miles on the clock. Finished in grey with full black leather interior, and it really is in lovely condition. Still such a striking looking car. Around the front of the car, lights and lenses are clear and intact. There's no cracks or condensation there at all. Bonnet very clean indeed. Stone chips are on there, minor indeed. Near side of the car, lovely and smooth in the panels, really clean. It's literally just been wiped off. It's not even been polished or cleaned in that sense, and it's got such a lovely natural luster to the paintwork. Come around the back of the car with the quarter angle, which is always the best for these. It's just, I still maintain that the estate is the nicest looking in the range. And the back, very clean and tidy, no sort of scratches getting in and out of the car. Offside, driver's side, lovely and smooth, and panels again, just been cared for wonderfully well. Remaining panels, absolutely lovely. And there will be the odd minor mark on the car, but goodness me, you're going to look mighty hard to find them. That's one of the nicest you're going to see. Let's come to the back of the car now. Absolutely cavernous boot, beautifully finished, and it's been kept in lovely condition. It's coming to the back, wide opening rear doors, and this is where Civics are family cars, so can be very heavily used, and yet this one has been kept in absolutely beautiful condition. Into the front of the passenger side, again, very clean and tidy. Passenger seat given hardly any use at all. Finally, on the driver's door card, again lovely and clean. Same with the footwell areas, really nice. The driver's seat again, for a car its age and mileage, in extraordinary condition. So finally inside and out of the wind finally. Absolutely stunning interior, in lovely condition. Sat nav, as you can see, working absolutely perfectly. Likewise, rear parking camera, which complements the front and rear parking sensors. And carrying on down, just been kept wonderfully well. Quickly, just to show you, 63,490 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dash at all. And what a truly stunning interior this is, and that's the view you get as a driver. And maintain that's the best dashboard anywhere in its class. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and locking wheel nut key, all here present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.6 SR Tourer. Car's registered, I can't read it, LR14OAP, and mileage at the start of the road test is 63,484 miles. As I always say, the reason we do these videos is very simple. It's to ensure that if anyone's looking at any of the cars we're advertising, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. Always felt it important because, unfortunately, like way too many people, we've been to see cars which had looked perfectly good in photographs or description, but then you get and drive the car and find it's got a very obvious fault that shows up, and that's why we do it. So coming to the car, as you'll know from the walk around section and the adverts, it's been very well looked after mechanically, and it feels it immediately. It just feels just tight as a drum, the whole thing. Engine starts instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. The temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be. It's a brilliant diesel engine. First and foremost, it's got all those trademark Honda qualities, so they are incredibly tough and reliable over huge mileages with just good regular maintenance. Also cam chain driven, there's no cam belts on them, so they pretty much last the life of the car. So I've never known them being changed, certainly not scheduled. The engine is also just lovely to use. It's smooth and quiet on the move, it's punchy, it's flexible, picks up and goes very keenly, but very quietly, but also incredibly economical. Really good on fuel, and the economy comes very easily to these. Whilst it's always best to be a smooth driver to get the best economy, it's not one of those where if you aren't absolutely being delicate with it, it won't give good economy. They do. Engine then feeds into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect. Bike points exactly where it's meant to be. It's nice and smooth in operation. Gearbox, just a fantastic gearbox. Honda always do them well. The gear change it's kind of got a meaty mechanical feel to it. It's really precise, really defined. The engagement when you go into gears, you can feel it, even though it's cable operated. It's just a lovely thing, and it feels exactly as it would have done when it was new. Coming to the steering, track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to legal limit. A brilliant power steering system. Far too many cars that use electric power steering, as this car does, end up with overlight, vague, lifeless steering, and this has got a meatiness, a weight to the steering, which is really, really nice. But more than that, it's just very direct, accurate, precise. Works beautifully with the chassis as well, but it never feels nervous in any way, never feels unsettled, because what the suspension's designed to be able to do is to basically, for those that just want to buy the car to get from A to B comfortably, it does a brilliant job of that. But for those who still enjoy their driving, it's got a really lovely dynamic edge to the chassis, and that starts with the steering, because its keenness to change direction allows the car to do that, but also the car responds. The chassis loves direction changes. It's just got enthusiasm to it, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Love these cars. You can, because it's one of the high spec Touras, you've got adjustable rear shock absorbers in terms of the damping. So you've got a little icon on the screen there, a little picture of a shock absorber. It's currently on C for comfort. A little button down here, if I press that, I've now gone into dynamic, and you can feel it stiffen up. Normal in the middle, and comfort for old fogies like me to save their spines. It works really well. It works really, really well. Also, no clonks or rattles from the car at all in terms of suspension. The brakes, really nice and powerful. No pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the brake pedals, so all in good order. And then we come inside, and it just carries on, because I've always said the Civic interior is one of those which is a bit of a Marmite interior. You like it or you don't. I adore it, not only because I think it looks great, but because it works brilliantly, and that's the whole point of the design. One thing videos can never get across is build quality. These are beautifully made cars, real build quality. I've been in some, say, premium marques, sort of German cars, for the sake of argument, of this vintage, especially estate ones, and you get loads of creaks and rattles, particularly from the back of the car. Here it's absolutely silent. There's no squeaks or rattles at all. They are beautifully made. But this dash layout is fantastic. The most conventional part is the centre stack here. So you've got your sat-nav all working perfectly. Likewise, climate control system. So you have different, which is dual zone. So you have different temperatures side to side if you really want to. All of the switchgear, as is always the case with a Honda, beautiful, high quality, lovely damped feel to them. But the best bit has always been this two-tier design in front, which is just design genius for me. The upper deck is the stuff you're going to want to look at most regularly, and stuff clearly you don't want to take your eyes off the road. So you've got an information display panel up there, giving you sort of various bits of information. You can configure that how you wish and change colours. Little things which are quite nice. If I was to change sort of radio or let's say fan speed, little display there, but a much bigger one comes up there. So you just take the information in instantly. And then the gauge that everyone should look at most regularly, of course, is your speed. But it is there all by itself, white on black, clear as day. I can look ahead at the road, narrow little road as I'm going down now, cyclists, pedestrians, other cars, whatever it happens to be. But I can keep my eyes on my speed at all times without taking my eyes off the road. It's simply fantastic. Below that, more conventional pod of 3 dials, rev counter in the middle, flanked either side by the temperature and fuel gauges. It's a very high quality estate car, this, which is why they are so sought after, especially well looked after, low mileage ones. The point of the video, of course, is to pick up any issues. Nothing at all. Drives absolutely beautifully.